Hey, gang. Welcome to Friday afternoon Doggy Traders, Friday evening now, Doggy Traders. Yes, I have a band aid on my head still. Yes, I'm wearing glasses. That is going to be the new me moving forward. I am now, and I don't mean to over dramatize this, but now as a result of what's been going on with my dermatologist and what's going to be happening on Monday. Um, I got to learn to turn the right way. That can actually come off later. I'm leaving it on for right now. There's another one. Well, first of all, there's the obvious thing. I now am officially in the Four Eyes Club. I have glasses. Those are for distance. I don't need them for today because everything here is way too close to each other. But that is something that's going to be in my life forever, as will this. Especially being here in Florida. I'm in the sun, been in the sun a lot, whether it was baseball or law enforcement or whatever. I now have small portions of skin cancer that will be removed on Monday. And of course, there'll be an ongoing relationship with this dermatologist who's not far from here. But yeah, that's it. You're going to see more bandages on me in the near future, just for that same reason. Any rate, today, we're going to be talking about the debt ceiling, and we're going to be doing it at all of these locations. As always, the four corners. We're actually combined today. This brand, Talk TV 24. That's where my Wednesday podcast is. It's pretty much more about politics and life versus today, which is about crypto and finance and forex, and now also real estate investing. Where there's a thing that's going to bring us both together for today, and that's today's topic of being the debt ceiling. What they're carting as a big development today, in that the Republicans walked out, which really I don't think is a surprise. There's certain things I think the Democrats could be doing a little bit better too, but we'll talk about that. At any rate, let's get caught up here. Back to the social media. That is where you can follow us anywhere you want to be at Doggy Traders, and up the middle. Our Wednesday show is coming to this. Let's switch that way so I can poke my head through a little bit. Yeah, so our Wednesday show is also getting on most of these. We are in the process right now. All I can say is we're in the process of discussing. We're still talking about, in fact, I just talked to these folks today that are going to get us into television, all of these different platforms, but also now two other conversations started all this week. On Sunday, I got a text message from somebody. All I can say right now, because of a non-disclosure agreement, is someone from a very large U.S. newspaper is interested in Up the Middle, my Wednesday podcast. And now also a radio, just in addition to the television, a radio distributor is also interested. So TV, and when we say TV, it's not all that sexy in that we're not looking at cable, and I really don't want that because there's so many. That's what we've been talking about with these other distributors. There's so much other potential happening with media, with journalism, and with technology that it's going to kind of cut the big guys out a little bit. We have a deadline coming up. It is June 1st. That's for the Treasury Department and the U.S. government's finances and what is known as the debt ceiling. June 1st, we don't have enough money based on how we are agreeing to spend the money. This is a very watered down version of the whole thing. But as of June 1st, we are going to be in default if we don't figure things out. Now, today is May 19th. As of yesterday, according to CNBC, both sides seemed hopeful. And that's saying something, considering that Speaker McCarthy has been much less than. I'll slide over a little bit and we'll put him up now. Speaker McCarthy has been much less than complimentary of the Biden administration. I think that's kind of, by necessity and by design. This is his usual, or his recent quote. We've got to get movement from the White House, and we don't have any movement yet. Basically, that's what he said today. As of yesterday, things were great. And that was from everybody in the GOP. Things were great. So now all of a sudden, they walked out today. McCarthy is now calling the Biden administration unreasonable when yesterday things were awesome. Now all of a sudden, one day later, we're unreasonable. And that's what's just not making sense. And I get this, I see this from the Republicans all the time. I live here in Florida, and our governor says how he's keeping Florida free. Yet he's literally banning books that parents should be able to decide whether or not their kids read. I don't understand how that's free. And the Republicans just don't seem to stop talking out of their mouth. What I don't like about the Democrats is they're letting them do it, meaning that they're not calling them out on it and not putting some sort of stop to it by publicly. Their politics has this thing where, oh, we got to play nice with each other. And then, they do shit like, allow George Santos to be on the floor when he's already, a lying piece of shit, and it's been proven. How is this guy's election allowed? So we see some, some of the same thing from the Republicans or the GOP is, first of all, Grand Ole Party is what GOP stands for. When that came in, that's going to be a tangent and I'm going to just stop. But when that came in, it was not a good thing for non-whites. And yet they still actually allow themselves to be, but they're not racist or anything. So, yeah, no, again, we're not talking out of both sides of our mouth at all. Yeah, so McCarthy's saying that he needs movement. Fox is saying that and here again, Republicans are sticking to their position of wanting to increase defense spending, which is the largest portion of overall discretionary spending. Okay, they want cuts, but they want increases, and that's by more than half. They have also vowed not to cut federal dollars going to veterans. Well, there's Fox News. There's the right reporters, because the Dems have said the same thing. Nobody in fact, they don't want cuts. The Democrats don't want cuts from a lot of these different sides, especially veterans. But they also want things, Social Security, be stabilized, and so many other programs that keep the everyday working person active and funded. And so Fox is making this read like when they also vowed not to cut federal dollars going to veterans. We're talking about the Republicans. They're making it sound like the Democrats are willing to cut that, and that's not true. That's not true. That's not even close to true. And that's Fox News. CNN reported that the meeting was brief and like, well, hello, what's today? It's Friday. Of course, it's going to be brief today. And as a result, it's going to provide the Republicans for this grandstanding thing. Oh, well, we walked out. That's because you went to lunch at the White Elephant or any of the other places you like on Capitol Hill, where that one senator said you can find 100 senators in a day. You can't find 100 senators in the chamber of the Senate, let alone in a restaurant. But Representative Dusty Johnson said he thinks a deal is still possible by early June, but we're in bad shape. Yesterday, things were great. We can still get a deal by June, but we're in bad shape. This is the drama that these knuckleheads pull on. Biden needs to decide if he wants a deal or not. Okay, yeah, no, because he doesn't want a deal. He wants to be, the next president to see a shutdown. These statements don't make sense. And it's party wide. We're not just talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert, who, by the way, Miss Family Woman is up for divorce, or even the Orange Cheeto knucklehead. It's everybody. It's rampant. Yesterday, things look good. Today, we're at a deal is still possible, but we want to cause drama anyway. And that's basically, what we got with the Republican Party. Joining us to talk about that and the direction that the cryptos could go in, good friend of ours, Lars Graaf. Lars, welcome back. Great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you think is going to happen? Are they going to pull it out? Are we going to fix this, or what's going to go down?
They have to pull it out because
Why is that? Why is that? Why does
otherwise
it happen?
we're going in a deep rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's probably. I think we've been, but I think that's probably one of the probably one of the best ways to say deep rabbit hole is that we've been going into that. I think, and it's just like no, let's not worry about getting out of it anymore. Let's just make ourselves comfortable here until we have to go
Mhm.
deeper.
Yeah, true.
Well, two scenarios then.
Hmm.
My whole thing about everything that they've been saying is that they put in this they bring the drama out and put in this certain level of like immediacy that we got to get this done now, which would be nice because I mean I guess they don't have a calendar on Capitol Hill that they always wait till this last minute.
Yeah.
Um, but the two scenarios that we got with what do we got left? Roughly about a week and a half.
Hmm.
um, Roughly about a week and a half left in the month of May before we hit that debt ceiling and it comes crashing down like my thumbnail showed.
Yeah.
Um, one of the two things that can happen is we come into an agreement, we increase the debt ceiling, and that just basically kicks the can down the road.
We will probably hike with another $500 billion.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, it's got to be huge enough because,
And
with
then they
our,
turn the printers on, and there's more money, so we get more
yeah,
inflation and etc.
and then there's that. So they come to some sort of agreement, however, deep it takes us, or both sides decide they're going to dig their heels in, which has been done before.
Hmm.
We've had shutdowns. What does that do?
So some banks will not be that happy at that
Right.
point if,
I mean,
if they don't increase the debt ceiling.
because I think, do you see the value of Bitcoin increasing now or in the event that there's no agreement made?
If there are no agree, if there is no agreement, like there, it's in my eyes not possible. But if we don't see it, the Bitcoin will shoot up probably.
Yeah. So you had said when you were on our show before,
Hmm.
with 2023, we can pretty much hold off until this coming fall to really start making purchases in crypto to hold to long.
Hmm.
Are we still in that environment, or can we start buying now, or is it going to come back down again?
Same situation because the dollar will probably go up again,
Okay, so
and
you
that's
think
not good for cryptocurrency.
right? Yeah, because it's going to gain strength against it. Um, so you think that's going to come down, but I mean, obviously, there's nothing to hold you to. But do you have like a season, or like with fiscal quarters? What do
It's
you think it's
mostly
going to
in the summer area because not everyone is looking at the markets,
be? Okay.
and that's mostly the time they do crazy things.
So you think September is going to be a good time to have it buy, or is that when you start buying?
I'm currently not buying. I'm buying bonds currently.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I'm actually going to be cashing out tomorrow, um, or a Monday. Okay. So, but I know you said that when it hit some lows earlier,
Mhm.
as long as 6 or more months ago, you had said,
I said it a year
go.
ago, and it was
Yeah.
almost at the bottom, and then I bought some, and now it's back up.
Right.
And we will go around. I said then, so back then I said we go to around $800 billion, and then we go get another push down.
You're talking about market caps there, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what about like with the actual price? It's in like the 27s to 29s right now for big.
Mostly around 30 because a lot of retail people will go back in the markets.
Okay. But you're still saying hold off because it's going to come back down?
I'm personally only trading it and not
Yeah.
really holding.
Right. Okay. And then if you do hold, do you ever switch it over to a stable coin, let it drop,
Mm,
and buy it
I
back?
don't really trust any stablecoin currently,
Okay. Yeah, I know
so
Tether had
I
their
put
Tether
I
reserve
put
for a
it in
while.
NFTs
Okay.
and I can hold it that way
Oh, wow.
because NFTs can go still go up and your price will also can go up.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to teach me more about that because I haven't jumped on the NFT bandwagon yet.
Mhm.
Um, and and that and the metaverse are the two things that I'm not really. I mean, the metaverse just seems like a video game to me. Uh,
It's sort of it is.
and I just don't know. But I mean, I said the same thing about Bitcoin back in 2010,
Hmm.
and I'm kicking myself ever since. So, all right, well, yeah, business as usual on the hill. Uh,
Hmm.
don't be buying cryptos just yet. Let this all play out, and when it does, Lars, we'll have you back.
Yes.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us, Lars Vandergraaf. You can follow him. I am Lars Vandergraaf. That's where at, Lars. That's for what?
Only Instagram currently.
On Instagram, IG. All right, that's his Instagram. There it is. I am Lars Vandergraaf, and I'm Yergz. We will see you Wednesday, up the middle, episode 3, found on Talk TV 24. That will be 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern, and 23:30 Central European time, as well as, of course, 1 week from today, we'll be back with another episode. Probably that time, just Doggy Traders, hopefully. And that's it. Thanks for joining. We'll see you again.